and holy shiitake mushrooms. So Upper Park Lake is there. Good morning, welcome to Cooley Outdoors. I'm your host, Brandon Scott, and with me today, as you can see back there, is my father. We are in Mount Rainier today. It's a weekday, so Nash is at work like normal people. But as you can tell, lots of car traffic already, and drop the camera down a little bit. You can see Fryingpan Creek. We are at the Summerland Trailhead portion of the Wonderland Trail going up to Summerland. This is one of the most popular day hikes in all of Mount Rainier National Parks. It's one of the most famous, what's the word I'm looking for? One of the most famous alpine meadows, sub-alpine meadows in the park. So lots of people want to come do this trail all the time, even on a Wednesday. It is not even 8 o'clock in the morning, and we barely were able to get one of the last spots to park. So it's like a, depending on what book you read, it's a 4 to 4.5 mile hike one way. You gain about 2,000 feet, and then we're going to try and go further and go all the way up to Panhandle Gap, which is the highest point on the Wonderland Trail, further from Summerland. So we're in the sunrise portion of Mount Rainier National Park, and let's go check out the books. So of course, with this being one of the most popular hikes in the park, every book that covers the park in some way, shape, or form is going to have it. I've got the Day Hike series by Sasquatch Books. This one's Day Hike Mount Rainier by Ron Judd. Flip it open. Summerland, 8.4 miles, 5 hours, 2,100 feet, moderate. High point is 5,900, but we're going to go to Panhandle Gap, which is another 1,000 feet and 1.5 miles each direction. No, bad book. Minor technical difficulty. 50 Hikes, Mount Rainier National Park by Spring and Manning. Focus, please. They say pretty much the same thing. 8.4 miles, 4 hours, 2,100 feet. That's Summerland area. Most of this is forested. And then, of course, beyond Mount Si. Wrong page. There we go. Summerland. And it also says 8.4 miles, 2,200 feet, 3 to 6 hours, depending on your speed. So yeah, it's you're walking along Fryingpan Creek for the entire way, and eventually you bail off the trail. So here, sunrise. We were up there not too long ago when we went to Skyscraper Pass. I'll post that video there. So we're parked here at Fryingpan. Pull out the big green and yellow trails, the Wonderland Trail, and it's going to go up Fryingpan Creek, eventually cross it, get up to Summerland, which is this open parkland area with views of the mountain this direction, and then another 1.5 miles further up and 1,000 feet further up, you get to the highest point of the Wonderland Trail at Panhandle Gap, looking down into the Ohanabakash River Valley on the east side of the mountain. So let's go hit it. Starting our day off with a little bit of Pika drama, maybe, if he sticks his head back out. There he is. Look at him. Boom. Don't even have to leave the car. I thought so. I thought that was a door jam at first. I was like, that can't be. I was like, there's
black water bottle?
No, I've got one. That's extra. I was like, there's no way there's a Pika right here already.
Yeah, as loud as he was, I'm like, what?
Uh-huh. See, people, look, Hopper is literally right here. We're literally, Trailhead is on the other side of the river. We're on the roadway. And the tiniest of fats was poking out and grubbing. See? Don't have to go kill yourself on a big hike to go see wildlife. You just gotta be patient and know what you're looking for. But now we gotta saunter along. Yeah. I don't know, what door didn't you close all the way? Driver door? Oh. Everybody makes mistakes sometimes. So yes, we are doing the Wonderland Trail up to Summerland and Panhandle Gap along Fryingpan Creek on the east side of Mount Rainier, heading up the Fryingpan Creek Valley. It's about 4 miles to Summerland, which is a park and a overnight camp for people backpacking the Wonderland Trail, and then from there we will continue on further up to Panhandle Gap. As always, it is a gorgeous day on the mountain, August. Nice and chilly and 46 to start the day, but eventually you'll get up into the mid 70s depending on what elevation you are at. I'm just gonna walk along the roadway, I think. As you can see, the parking is already full. Summerland, so Wonderland Trail, Summerland, and Indian Bar. We're not going all the way to Indian Bar today. We'll do that from the other side, down out of Stevens Canyon. But away we shall go. Most of this trail is in forest, and we will slowly but surely gain elevation from about 4,000 feet to 6,000 feet at Summerland, and then up to 7,000 feet at Panhandle Gap. I think Dad's getting pictures of things and stuff, and I'll get those on the way back down because it's hard to run a video camera and a phone camera at the same time. But let's chug along. Cruising on through big old growth forest, mid-elevation montane forest, with noisy Fryingpan Creek to our left through the trees about 100 yards. The mountain dead ahead in front of us somewhere. Sunrise uphill off to our right. Big trees. It's chilly out though. It's probably 45 degrees out. I have a thin long sleeve on. As you can tell, Dad has no sleeves on, and our blood hasn't flown enough yet to where my fingies aren't cold yet. So, yep, it may be mid-August, but up here in the Pacific Northwest, mushroom? Wildflower. It's too early yet for mushrooms. Wildflower. Oh, those guys. Yeah, those are actually a mushroom. I've seen these up by Pratt Lake this time of year. That is a mushroom of some sort. I remember seeing them. What, chippy?
All the same.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, when I went to Pratt Lake about this time last year, I saw that same thing, except for they were bright purple. And no, YouTube, I know my mushrooms even less than I know my wildflowers. I have no idea what it is. I'll put it down in the post-processing. But there are so many. Yeah. Oh yeah, a lot of them. Wild river crossing. Spring-fed snowmelt stream. Fryingpan still over there, but not too far away. You can see there's cliffs on the other side of the valley. So Fryingpan is hemmed in pretty well. And now we're going to go into the deep, dark, shady forest where it's even colder. hoping that maybe while I got the camera on, a deer will cross in front of us on the trail, but maybe not. But yes, Wonderland Trail, especially the day hikeable portions of it, it's gonna be nice, wide, and well maintained. Clear the trees and you're in. Don't know if the mic is picking up the thunderingness of it though. Hopefully it is. All the rocks piled up there from high water. If we have the time and the energy when we come back, we'll scoot along off trail and come check it out from below on our way back. Right now we've got, oh, he's gonna go up here. So the trail goes that way, but we're of course dumb and explorative, so we're gonna stick our noses up here. Cowlitz chimneys above. See what there is to see here. Lunga glunga. Oh yeah. Oh, the mist feels good. And then I'll pivot and we'll look down. Take down here. And follow down. Oh, huckleberries. And that goodness right there. Cool spot. And some huckleberries. Let's continue on. These ladies are waiting for us. Oh, they're coming up here. Okay, I'll kill the camera and let them come up then. Another overlooking spot of the creek. As the trail switchbacks, I'm gonna look down into the gorge way down. Eh? Uh-huh. Trickle, 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 trickle. Lots of trickle, trickle. One, two, three, jump! And go splat. Because that ain't nearly deep enough. It's pretty though. And the trail switchback's right there. Continue on up we go. Coming up into one of the more open avalanche slopes. You can see back over there. Nice pretty waterfall, a little layering. Cowlitz chimneys. Another waterfall. Somebody, oh, that's just probably the water runoff trail maybe that they dug out a bit. Yep. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be hot on the way back out.
Yeah, you get a little bit of shade down.
Mm-hmm. Really orangey stuff.
Yeah.
Most of the paintbrush you see in Washington is a very vibrant chartreusey pink color or a more of a red color. You don't get to see much of that orange paintbrush. And then of course in the Rocky Mountains and Glacier and Yellowstone it's the pink magenta mostly. And back into the trees for some shade. Big bridge. Dad stopped to get his phone out. Must be pretty. Oh yeah, very pretty. I go clip clop. Pretty, pretty. Oh, that is pretty. Yep. That'll do. That'll work. Cross bridge. Watch Dad cross bridge. You want the good news or the bad news?
We're at 3 miles, but we're still only 1,000 feet.
You have gone 3 miles, but yes, you've only gained 1,000 feet.
I've got pretty good altimeter.
Yeah. And we still got probably, a third of a mile to...
We don't want a mile before we get to the first road looking.
Yeah, I see that. You've probably got you got a third of a mile or half a mile to go to get to the footbridge, and then you cross the footbridge, and it's a whole bunch of tiny switchbacks on the trail going wiggle, 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 wiggle. Yeah. Yep, bunch of switchbacks at elevation. I bet there's no vegetation. We'll be earning our victory chocolates today. Higher and higher you go. Eventually the forest has to thin out. And we should be coming up to the footbridge over Fryingpan Creek here fairly soon. Lots of chippy noises. Scraggly yellow cedars. Oh, mountain. Mountain. Yeah. Mountain. Eventually, I believe, we go up that draw over there. And yes, if it sounds like I'm out of breath, it's because I am out of breath. It's just steep enough trail to where you can't really stop, but it works you. And I am fat and out of shape still. I will hopefully double down on that this winter and try and lose 10 or 15 pounds of the chunk I've got going. Hopefully be leaner and meaner over the ski season this winter and be ready to absolutely rock next year. Yeah. It's bridge time. Yep, it's bridge time. So there's your sneaky picture of the mountain. Flower. I believe that's cow parsnip. A little bit of a challenge to get over to the bridge proper. Yeah? Go jump in the notch. Go jump in the notch. Straight down it goes. Sunshine warm. Yeah. The pink fuzzy flower. And now the icky yucky up suck. But flowers first. Flowers first. I think it's agua time. I'm looking at all those too, all the pretty flowers and rock. Yep. Missing out. Yeah. The dainty stuff. and father. Father and rock. Paintbrush. Lots of paintbrush. Ooh, and mountain. Yep. Mountain and pretty flowers. Crap. Don't move too far. I gotta get, hold on. Meh. Sit, stay, be good, boo-boo. Click. That's right. We stop for distractions, YouTube. Wildflowers included. I'm gonna put my phone in that pocket so it's easier to get to from now on. Oh yeah. Yeah, early summer you get all the lilies and daisies and everything else. Mid to late summer, it's all about that fireweed, baby. Oh yeah, that is a shot.
That's why there's a little step off right here.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else has said, hey, look at that picture.
I'm gonna turn this off and get a video real quick on my phone. Actually, I bet I can do both. We'll get a picture. Alright, you get for scale.
Huh?
You vie my nose for scale. We're gonna see if I can dual wield. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. That is the goodness right there. Oh. Yeah, baby. I don't know what this other purpley flower is. Obviously, I'll be adding a note telling you what it is, but oh, it smells so good. Smell-o-vision, YouTube. I see a waterfall coming off a Fryingpan Glacier. Slow rotation. Look back down the trail. Kill that. Chug-a-lug, baby. Getting there. Climb out of frying pan drainage and up onto the shelf. That is Summerland. Tis steep though.
I see a swimming hole over on the other side of the bank.
Yeah, I see people too. Up, up, and away. Hi-ho, silver. Anything exciting in the drain? Doesn't look like it. Chippy. We're hoping to see a mountain goat over there, but I haven't seen one yet. Still chugging away. Looks like we're getting fairly close to the top, to the bench that is Summerland. And again, another different color of paintbrush. Heather flowers. Chug-a-lug-a-lug-a-lug. Dad did see a vole for a split second at one of our stopping points, but I was not camera ready for it. Yep, that'll work. That'll work as a view. Trail down there in Fryingpan Creek, way down at the bottom. Come on, baby. Get me there. Oh, you stop and look at something pretty.
Oh, he says something good here. I better keep the camera rolling. Probably a clump of paintbrush. We got a whole bunch of looping in here. I got surface. A hole? Oh, deer prints in the dirt. Yep. And I think I will sit here and watch Dad walk by on the next switchback because it's opening up. There he is. To our right, it's opening up, and that's probably where Summerland is. So let's continue chugging. That was my work phone getting service, by the way. Completely random spot, but whatever. Mountain through the trees. Looping, moss, lots of looping, and continue. Let's not do that. Switchbacks. Bunch of little switchbacks to finish climbing the draw, and then we'll be in Summerland. Look at all the pretty wildflowers. Oh yeah, that's the money shot. I better turn this off and get the short going, or I can dual wield. Oh yeah, money shot. Mountain. Except I'm slowly losing my hiking stick as we approach Summerland, the final ascent. Oh, don't lose the hiking stick just yet. Oh, I'm losing it. No. Adjust. Paintbrush. Continue. Don't lose it. Come on, baby. I'm just gonna keep the camera rolling for this. Oh my goodness, yes. The moraine and the outflow of Fryingpan, the edge of Emmons Glacier. Yes, baby. Come on, chug. Spool that damn turbo up and get the chug-a-lug going. Yes. Too many places to point the camera. Even more paintbrush. Even more wildflowers. Oh. Vole Hill. Trees. So close. Come on. Get there. How long is this video, Chunk? 4.5 minutes, whatever. This is the good. Oh yeah. Oh, fluff, yeah. Oh, come on. Get there, baby. Deploy sunglasses. Oh yeah. Signage. Different kind of pretty white flower. Don't know what it is. Summerland, fragile meadow. Received heavy use. You can help by staying on designated trails. That should be rule number 1 for any fragile ecosystem. Thank you. Oh, yes. Thank you. Oh, that'll be thumbnail worthy. Oh, and flat. Yep. And here comes the shelter too. Sweet. So this is the camp. Toilet to your left. Single use campsites and group site up ahead. And the shelter. And then that's the continuation of the trail, I'd assume, up towards Panhandle Gap, and we'll head that way shortly. I want to go check the shelter out, obviously. Oh, it's warm in the sun. Howdy. Oh yeah, that's cool.
Welcome to go to the edge.
Well, say goodbye to Summerland. Back down into the forest and dropping into Fryingpan Creek we go. Oh, how's that for thumbnail? Huh? An hour? Just a hair over an hour. That was with stoppage time. Trees, shade, but it also means we're getting warmer. Bye, mountain. I'm kidding, these switchbacks all have good views, but I'm gonna kill it till we get down to the bridge, probably. I lied. Figure I'd get a couple of seconds of this. Cruising down. Yeah, back to the crossing of Fryingpan Creek. Wild river crossing, bridge assisted. Yeah. Oh yeah. Huh. Crossing. They smartened up. See? Who says bugs are dumb? Ants are very intelligent.
About 100 yards or so?
Something like that, yeah. Little cold. Little cold. Little cold. Yeah, it does.
I don't know if I can go in all the way.
Huh?
I don't know if I can go in all the way.
I'm not. Mountain. Swimmy swim.
Now if I die, I'll stay put.
Come on, all the way in.
That's about as far as it gets.
Oh, that hurts my feet.
It's gonna be too cold on the face. The whole hair. Woo. Got time to run out. That's cool.
Yeah. Little colder than last week.
A little bit. About 15 degrees colder.
Yeah. Oh, that's cold. Oh, that's cold. Oh, that's painfully cold. And now, YouTube, it's time to dunk. You've already killed half your nerves. At home. Yeah? I've swam in one of these before a couple years ago at Nash. It hurts. Back on nice, wide, soft forest tread, cruising downhill towards Hapa. Yeah, she would have enjoyed this just fine. She would have been just fine getting all the way to the shelter. Well, we gave it a valiant effort to get down to the base of that waterfall, but it just stays gorged up with 20-foot cliffs on either side and just keeps dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping. So we gave a valiant effort, but short throwing a line across the canyon and lowering ourselves in, there ain't no way to get down in there. So I suppose all that's left for me to do is run the outro, hey? Thank you for joining us on this Cooley Outdoors adventures to Summerland and Panhandle Gap along the Wonderland Trail in Mount Rainier National Park. I have been your host, Brandon Scott, and with me has been my father. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you did not like this video, give it a thumbs down. Either way, please leave a comment down below letting me know what you did or did not like about it and what I can improve for next time. What do I got? Ratings. This is going to be kind of two-part ratings. One to Summerland and one to Panhandle Gap. The accessibility rating is going to stay the same for both because it's the same trailhead and the same drive directions to get to both of them. And it's going to be 5 stars because it's right there alongside the Sunrise Road. Parking is limited though, so you got to get in there early in the morning. Difficulty, I will say 3 stars for Summerland and then 4 stars for Panhandle Gap.
This is because Panhandle Gap, you got to go an extra 4 miles round trip and gain an extra 1,000 feet of elevation, and it's all in open, exposed alpine tundra. There's hardly any trees or any cover. It will be hot, you will be in the sun, or if it's a bad day, you will be in the storms. So be prepared to get your butt kicked. So going to Panhandle Gap is a 12-mile trip versus an 8-mile trip to Summerland. And then enjoyment. I think they're both going to get 4 stars. Panhandle Gap is cool and all, yes. Got to get higher up into the mountain. Got to see more things. Got to look down into Ahanapakosh Park and look at some waterfalls and some tarns and such you can't see from Summerland. But if you want the best views of the mountain, stay at Summerland. I would say there's not that much better views. It's not worth it if you're just coming for the views of the mountain, because the flowers disappear, the meadows disappear, and you're pretty much just on bare rock. Which, if you like that kind of stuff, then heck yeah, continue on to Panhandle Gap. But if you're just going up for the wildflowers and for the views of the mountain, stay at Summerland. Other than that, as normal, I have no idea what or when our next adventure will be, but I can tell you, coming up in 2 weeks from today, actually, 2 weeks today, because today is August 2nd, and the staycation is the 16th through the 20th of August. So 2 weeks from today will be the first day of 5 adventures in a row we go on. It will be me, Nash, Sabrina, and Jacob. And I have a list going of what I think I want to go do. We shall see if anything changes off that list. There's a couple that I'm pretty positive are solid locks, and there's a couple of them that can be maybe swapped out depending on what people want to go see and go do. But other than that, thanks for hanging out with us, and look forward to seeing you next time. Ciao.